What's going on? Internet. My name is John, if you know what I mean. And before I talk a little bit about my dear friend Toby Horn and PIX, I'll tell you a quick story. Right now we're in August, and back last August of last year, I was like just scratching my head, going, like, hold on, wait a second. I don't think some miraculous event is ever going to take place in order for me to start exercising physically on a daily basis, on a regular basis. You see, the story that was going on in my head since way before February 1st, 2022, and I remember that day for a very particular reason. The story that was sort of running my life, um, like, like over the past like decade or so. It's like, oh man, you know what? Once I reach my goals, once I'm hitting my targets, then I'm gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and I'm committed. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna go all out with it, and I'm gonna do it right. And that was the story going on in my head. The story going on in my head was, oh, like I'm good. Like I still have a six pack for when I was in college. I dropped out of college when I was like 21 to 20 years old, 21 years old. And I didn't have a six pack. I dropped out of high school my sophomore year. I got a GD, went back to college. Passed a couple classes and I wound up dropping out. I didn't have a six pack then. I probably had like a six pack of booze. So so uh so the story that was going on in the back of my head was, once I'm reaching my targets, once I reach my goals, then I'm gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis, and I'm committed. I was like, I'm gonna do it right. Like I'm gonna eat right, and if I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna make sure to do it in the right way. So back last August, mm, I was at the point where I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't know if you've ever been at that point when enough is enough. And that I was at that point last August, and I drew a line in the sand, and I said, enough is enough. I have to start like exercising physically because there's something not right about everything that's just going on. Like there's just something seriously wrong with everything going on. I decided to start working out again, and it started off with 1,000 push-ups in the morning, and then it sort of evolved into 1,000 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and like into like 100 like curls or so. Mm. And I was like, nah, well, in order to get any results, for sure, I'm gonna have to get in some cardio. So I was like, nah, well, I'm gonna start walking a mile every single day, like to get like some fresh air in my lungs and get my body moving again. And I was doing that for quite some time. Like I remember doing that even on Thanksgiving and stuff, and it seemed to be going quite well. Mm. Until I got a letter in the mail. The letter that I got in the mail, that was already in December. And that letter was to go to jury duty. Uh, and at the time, we had an Apple emergency. Uh, we had an Apple emergency, like right around Christmas time. And so rather than going to jury duty that day, I scheduled an appointment at the Genius Bar at the mall so that they could take a look at my iPad. What was the big emergency? That's a really great question. I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, although it's happened to me. Like when you let your phone die too many times, like the phone like commits like suicide. Like your charger doesn't bring it back, and you have to use a more powerful charger, like for your MacBook or something, in order to power your phone back up. Well, I knew about that, and for that very reason, I would never let the iPad die. I would never let it die. It died on me once. I would never let it die. And suddenly, that started happening. And my birthday's on Christmas Eve. So I was like, oh no, like, this is just not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Um, so instead of going to jury duty, I went to go get my iPad looked at the Genius Bar at the mall, and they did a really they did a great job by the way, because now uh, I have a Genius iPad. Anyways, so long story short, to get to the point. By Christmas Eve, about my birthday, by then I was already introduced to Tony Horton and like P90 X stuff. And on my birthday, I was like, all right, I made a decision to start working out on a regular basis, to start exercising physically on a daily basis, and to start like taking care of myself and stuff. And it has already been how many days? Uh, wow. 80. 45 at night. It's already been 200 days. 200 days of the P90X challenge every single day, no matter what. And I even took on this other challenge. It's a 60-day challenge. And it's to burn 1,000 calories every single day during my workout, because I found out that in order to get any results, you really have to burn a lot of calories during your workout, or else you're pretty much wasting your time. Anyways, so long story short, to get to the point, We've all heard of the book Think and Grow Rich, yes, by Napoleon Hill. That book has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other book of its kind. Napoleon Hill also wrote some other books like Outwitting the Devil, The Secrets to Freedom and Success, and he also wrote another book called The Law of Success. And there's also another book out there. It's really, really good. It's called The Science of Getting Rich, because there is a science to getting rich, and that book is by Wallace Wattles. The big secret in that philosophy, in the science of getting rich, is that you have to exercise physically on a regular basis. You have to exercise physically on a daily basis. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take vitamins and stuff, and you have to really all right, I'll say this: all the professional football players in the in the NFL, the only way it's even possible for them to be top paid professional athletes is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional basketball players in the NBA, the only way it's even possible for them to be highly paid professional athletes is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional baseball players in the MLB, the only way it's even possible for all the professional baseball players to be highly paid professional athletes is with Think and Grow Rich. The president of your country, the only way the president of the United States, the only way it's even possible for the president to be the president is with Think and Grow Rich. And what a lot of people, what very few people are aware of, or I should say, I'll reframe that really quick. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that's the story that has been sort of running their life for years. They say no, like I'm committed. Like I'm committed. Once I'm hitting my targets, like once I have the money, uh, then I'm gonna start exercising physically, and I'm committed. I'm gonna go all out, and I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna start taking care of myself. Uh, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there with that story going on, running their life. And the big secret in that philosophy, in the science of getting rich, is that no miraculous event is ever going to take place, ever. Like you're better off going on an Easter egg hunt. And like I promise, like the law of attraction, yeah, right. No miraculous event will ever take place. In order to make a decision,